Is it time to buy or sell Veritone stock? In this video, we will explore Veritone in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 19th of September, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay informed about our latest analysis. You certainly do not want to miss any critical updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4, available at StockInvest.us. Discover the power of AI and receive free price predictions and comprehensive analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please be aware that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Since the 17th of July, 2025, our system has assigned Veritone a rating of Hold Accumulate, reflecting a score of 0. Now let's examine the stock's performance during this time. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a remarkable gain of 148.84% since we first recommended purchasing Veritone 46 days ago. This equates to an average return of 3.24% per day since it was classified as Hold Accumulate. A score of 0 signals that our system foresees significant volatility and risk for the upcoming trading day. In light of recent developments, we cannot ascertain the stock's next direction, as it may move in either direction. The stock has broken a very wide and strong rising short-term trend, indicating an even stronger rate of increase. Should there be a reaction, there will now be support at the level of $4.58, a point that may offer a second chance to capitalize on the upward movement. According to fan theory, $6.07 will be the next potential trend top level, presenting a resistance point that may not be surpassed on the first attempt. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 127.58% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between 31.68% and 94.93%. Looking at a longer time frame, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of negative 20.52%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 86.99% to negative 20.52% over the next year. In future terms, this would place the price somewhere between $696,000 and $4.25. Our latest daily update for Veritone includes the headline, Significant Movements in Veritone Incorporated Stock Price on Friday, fluctuating 26.84% between high and low. The Veritone Incorporated stock price rose by 27.99% on the last trading day, which was Friday, the 19th of September, 2025, increasing from $4.18 to $5.35. It has now seen gains for 3 consecutive days. It will be intriguing to see if this upward trend continues or if a brief pause occurs in the coming days. During the last trading session, the stock price fluctuated 26.84%, moving from a low of $4.26 to a high of $5.40. Notably, the price has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and has increased by 101.13% over the past fortnight. Trading volume also saw an uptick on the last day, coinciding with the price rise, which is a favorable technical indicator. In total, 10 million more shares were traded compared to the previous day, with an overall volume of 16 million shares exchanged for approximately $83.10 million. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price recorded was $5.64, while the lowest was $1.22. Currently, the price sits 5.14%, or $0.29, below the 52-week high, and is 92.86%, or $69.57, below the all-time high reached on the 27th of September, 2017, when the price peaked at $74.92. Veritone is gaining renewed attention as a mid-cap artificial intelligence opportunity. Recent headlines highlight 3 significant developments. Its data refinery processed 5 trillion tokens in the second quarter, a commercial partnership with Newsmax to monetize a 20-year content archive, and a priced public offering of 9,505,705 shares at $2.63 each, generating approximately $25 million in gross proceeds. Additionally, being named on a short list of under-the-radar AI stocks has increased investor interest. In the short term, the offering is the most substantial market mover. New supply typically puts pressure on the stock and can trigger selling or volatility. However, positive headlines surrounding the scale and the Newsmax deal can counteract this by enhancing sentiment and trading interest. Over the medium term, the token milestone and newsroom partnership indicate product traction and clearer revenue pathways. If Veritone can convert this scale into recurring contracts and margin expansion, it will support a higher valuation. In the long term, execution is crucial. Proceeds that reduce debt or fund customer growth could be beneficial, while continued dilution or missed monetization would limit upside potential. Overall, expect near-term volatility, with the potential for upside driven by effective commercialization and improvements in margins. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 30th of October 2024, it was reported that UBS assigned VERI a neutral grade accompanied by an upgrade action. On the same day, it was also reported that UBS provided VERI with a neutral grade along with an initialize action. Earlier, on Wednesday, the 9th of August 2023, RBC Capital rated VERI with a sell grade and a downgrade action. Analysts have issued a general sell rating for Veritone stock. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell as well. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also assign a strong sell rating to the stock. The following signals have been identified for Veritone. The Veritone Inc. stock shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal stemming from the relationship between these two indicators, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support can be expected at $4.08 and $2.99. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal was generated from a pivot bottom point on Thursday, August 21, 2025, and thus far, the stock has risen by 134.65%. Further increases are anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal has also emerged from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume is increasing alongside the price, which is regarded as a positive technical indicator. The stock achieved a golden star signal on Tuesday, July 15, 2025, in the short-term chart. A golden star signal occurs when the short-term moving average, the long-term moving average, and the price line converge in a distinctive pattern. This phenomenon is quite rare and is often followed by prolonged and substantial gains for the stock in question. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 21 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 95 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 50 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 50 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 10 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 47 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal from 37 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to discover more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Veritone. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $4.18 and $4.10. With no support from accumulated volume below today's level, the risk is heightened, as a drop below the support at $4.10 may result in a significant decline in the stock price. This stock may experience substantial movement during the day, indicating high volatility, and with a significantly large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band. This stock is considered to be very high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $1.14 between its high and low, which represents a change of 26.84%. For the past week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 12.80%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Veritone, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, we need to discuss the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly known as the PE ratio. This important ratio measures a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can face downturns, often due to external factors. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest inadequate profits and raise concerns about the risk of bankruptcy. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on November 11, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at negative 12 cents. It is crucial to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Veritone. There is no significant resistance from accumulated volume above, indicating that the stock could move upwards swiftly under the right conditions. In this situation, you may want to enter a position and utilize volume to determine the optimal time to exit. On the downside, Veritone encounters its first support level at $4.18. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Veritone from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th of August, 2025, Steelberg Ryan conducted an insider purchase of 366,300 shares of common stock. On the 13th of June, 2025, Takeda Richard H. conducted an insider purchase of 30,000 shares of common stock. On the 13th of June, 2025, Morales Francisco conducted an insider purchase of 30,000 shares of common stock. On the 13th of June, 2025, Zillis Michael conducted an insider purchase of 30,000 shares of common stock. On the 13th of June, 2025, Kurtz Knut P. conducted an insider purchase of 30,000 shares of common stock. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we've calculated the insider power to be positive, with a ratio of approximately 37.527. Overall, insiders purchased 2,671,874 shares and sold 1,422,592 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $5.06, reflecting a decrease of 5.46%. This stock exhibits very high daily movements, which introduces considerable risk. The relative strength index, calculated over a period of 14 days, stands at 77, significantly heightening the risk factor. However, there is a buy signal indicated by a pivot bottom identified 20 days ago. Is Veritone stock a good buy? Veritone Incorporated holds several positive indicators. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At the present level, it should be viewed as a hold candidate, meaning investors might consider holding or accumulating shares in anticipation of further developments. Due to minor weaknesses in the technical outlook, we have revised our analysis conclusion for this stock from a strong buy to a hold candidate since the last evaluation. After assessing the volatility and movements from the most recent trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued. For trading on Monday, the 22nd of September, we anticipate Veritone will open lower by approximately 34 cents and begin trading at $5. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from everyone here at StockInvest.